welcome back or welcome to the Don't Start Your Shit podcast, episode Cinco. I am your host, Nook Fears, aka Himothy112, aka Michael Hemgelo, aka King Himothy the First. As you can see, I'm decked out in my Miami gear because on this episode, I'm going to give y'all a treat. I'm going to give y'all a bit of a story time on my very first birthday trip in which I flew to the one and only destination, Miami. Buckle up. So, for this episode, for security, copyright infringement purposes, my accomplice on the trip, who happens to be my best friend, has asked that I address her as Jaslyn Sky for this video. So that's what I will do, because she wants to threaten lawsuits against me or whatever. But whatever. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to rewind to the year 2021, fresh out of the pandemic. I was looking for an outlet, as we all were after 2020. I decided that I want to go on a little birthday tour for myself because in 2021 I was turning 25. I had already flew before, but I was for a family trip. But this was going to be my best friend Jaslyn's first time flying. So that was thank you for letting me be your first. I always appreciate it when I'm someone's first, and I was your first. So what happened was I put out an open invitation to all my friends, family, whatever, whoever could make it, to go to Miami for my birthday. And Jaslyn is the only person that was available to come, unfortunately. But fortunately. She was supposed to be my expert on all things Florida. She is a Floridian. She's lived in Florida for many years. Excuse me. She's been to Miami. I think she had been to Miami before. Yeah. So she was supposed to be like my Miami guide, right? So let me tell you how this went. I got up that morning on my birthday, because I believe my birthday was on a Friday. I got up. I was like, what's going to be my birthday look? Like, I'm flying into Miami, you know what I'm saying? I got to get into my bag, you know what I'm saying? I got to get into my Mike Lowry. So I had this brown suit, right? Is it brown or was it tan? It's kind of like a tannish color. So I put my tan suit on. I was like, woo, yeah, that's that boy right there. That's that boy right there, boy. I was looking good, you know what I'm saying? I was looking so good. I even went to work. I took off work, but I went to work because I wanted to show it off to the fellas. I wanted to stun on them hoes, you know what I'm saying? I had to stun on them boys. They tried to clown me. They tried to play me. But they just hate me because they ain't me. They couldn't match the drip. They never been drippy like that before. So they didn't understand. So I leave to go to the airport. She is going to leave from her airport. She's already in Florida. But excuse me, I think that we both had to take connecting flights. Now, I had to take a connecting flight because I was flying out of a small airport from my hometown. I didn't go to the big airport. I was flying out of a small airport. So I had to fly to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Miami. I think she had to do the same thing. She had to fly somewhere. Instead of just going straight to Miami, she had to fly somewhere and then go to Miami, whatever. But she's now a Delta girl. She had never flew Delta. I flew Delta. I had put her on. So now she's a Delta girl. Now she's bougie. She don't want to fly nothing else but Delta. So you're welcome for that, Jaslyn. So get to the airport. Check my bags in. You know what I'm saying? Get on my flight. I'm looking good, but it is hot. That suit was hot. And then I'm flying to Miami, and it's hot at this point in time, too. So I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just thinking about looking good. But get on my flying to Atlanta. And this is what I hate about flying, when you have connecting flights and you only got like 20 minutes to get off one flight and get to the next gate. That's what I had to deal with. So I'm trying to rush through the big ass Atlanta airport to get to my connecting flight. I'm knocking babies over. I'm knocking kids over, old ladies and stuff. old men on canes. I'm pushing the canes over. Get the hell out the way. But I get to my gate on time. Catch my flight. Flying to Miami airport. Excuse me. Now, of course, I don't have my phone on. So I was supposed to be on airplane mode. People. So when I turn airplane mode off, I look and see that I got messages from her. She's already made it. She's there. So she's waiting on me. So I just gotta grab my bags and find where she is. Now, I go get my bag. Now I'm just looking for her. Going around the airport. We're trying to communicate. Hey, where you at? Well, where can we meet? So we finally located each other. I'm coming down the aisle, walking towards her. She didn't even realize it was me. Like, I was looking so good. She didn't even realize it was me. So I'm walking towards her, and she took a glance at me. And when she seen me, she was like, "Oh, look at you. I didn't even know that was you." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I've been him. You just didn't know it." So I'm in Miami. We in Miami. Boy, I'm looking good. I'm like, the vibe was, this is about to be a dope trip. Now, I asked her before we came, "Man, how much money I need to bring to come out here to Miami, man? How much money I need?" She's gonna try to contradict this story whenever we tell this story together or whatever. She told me a couple $100. She said about $300-400. That's all you need for the weekend in Miami. This bitch brought 2 stacks. Now I'm sitting here with $400 for the weekend in Miami. You got 2 stacks. What? I know damn well you ain't got me on a financial restraint while you about to blow stacks in Miami. But she did that though. She did that. She put me at a disadvantage, but I'm like, you know what? I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this. I got this. It's nothing. So we go pick up the rental car. Keep in mind, when you book a flight, if you do plan on getting a rental car, book it ahead of time. Don't get to the airport, then try to go get a rental. What I would come to find out later on was that was a mistake to even get a rental in the first place. And we'll get to that. But we get in the rental. It's 2020 Chevy Malibu, black, sleek, beautiful, perfect for a boss like me. You know what I'm saying? And a nice little arm candy like her. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know who my best friend is? Girl from the first episode. She ain't no slouch, so it's perfect. We get to the hotel. Now, me not knowing the Miami area, me trying to be convenient and be close to the airport, I book a hotel close to the airport. So the inconvenience to that is you can hear and see the planes flying off or landing at any moment in time. Okay, we get to the hotel, go to check in. We all know that there's incidental fees, holding fees when you get to a hotel. And I had they gave me a set number online. That was a set number. This is going to be the hold. When I get there, they say, well, the policies change. Now you have to pay an extra $100 on top of the $100 that you already was planning to do. What? I only came with $400. Really $300, but I'm gonna just say $400. So now I have to lose another $100 that I can't spend this weekend because y'all failed to tell me the policy was y'all charging the extra $100 for a hold on the room. I almost tore that front desk to pieces. What the hell you mean the extra $100? That's all I got is $100 for the whole weekend. But you know what? I'm in a suit. I'm looking like the mayor of Miami I can't make it look like I ain't got it like that. So I was like, hit a card, man. Hit a card, man. Go ahead and swipe that. I had to wipe it on my pants a couple times first just to make sure, you know what I'm saying? I had to wipe it on there. Holding my breath that it don't decline. It go through. So we go check into the room. We go to the room. Nice room. Not a great view, but it's decent. First night in Miami. It's time to figure out what we're gonna do. Now, I'm not gonna say we had a solid itinerary. We did have some things that we was gonna do. I know her biggest thing is she wanted to take me to the sugar factory. That was a big thing that she wanted to do for me. The timing, we just couldn't find the time to go. We was gonna try to squeeze it in though, but that first night, the very first night, Friday night, we was traveling, so we wanted to take it light on Friday and kind of hit it hard on Saturday and kind of do something on Sunday too. So Saturday and Sunday was gonna be our things to do stuff. But since my birthday was that Friday, it was my actual birthday. It's like, well, let's do something. So my thing was, let's go somewhere where we could have fun and eat too. So my first instinct was Top Golf. I don't think she had ever been to Top Golf. I think that was her first time doing that too. Shout out to me for popping cherries and breaking virginalities. So we go to Top Golf late in the afternoon. I'm still in this suit, looking like a damn fool. So I'm about to go Top Golf in the suit. She didn't got I don't know if she changed or she wore the dress that I saw her in at the airport. I can't remember though, but she was comfortable. So we at Top Golf. She trash. I'm decent. We have a good time. Food was good. Had a birthday drink. That was good. I'm sweating like a motherfucker because I'm in a suit, top golfing. Who does that? But I'm trying to be Joe Cool, not thinking like, hey, let me get comfortable. I'm out there in a suit trying to stun on these bitches. I'm in Miami. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on my Miami Vice. But it was a good time, good night. I'm like, so we go back to the hotel after that. Straight to the hotel. We ain't go out to no club. We ain't do nothing. Because like I said, Saturday, Sunday, we gonna hit it. I think we tried to do something else, but me personally, I was tired. After flying and switching airplanes and the Top Golf, I was done for the night. So night one was pretty chill, pretty cool. Everything went well. I'm like, okay, this is about to be a dope weekend. What could go wrong? As soon as you say that, we all know that's when shit start to go wrong. So the next day, Saturday, this is the big day. So Saturday, we trying to run down all the ideas of what we should do. Of course, we in South Beach, so the thing was to try to get out to the beach, which we didn't end up doing on Saturday. But what we did end up doing was taking the rental car. We went down to Ocean Drive. Parking. First of all, just getting to Ocean Drive. One thing they don't tell you in Miami is that it's rude to put on a turn signal. So, I've said that I've been to a couple places. Miami is the worst place that I've driven. These motherfuckers do not use turn signals. It is absolutely downright disrespectful if you use a turn signal, apparently. Everybody just swerving lanes, getting over, crossing lanes. Nobody has turn signals. And I'm just like, where is Miami PD? Like, is this even legal? Like, it's crazy work to drive in Miami. And then the roads don't make sense. Everything's a fucking circle. I don't know why Miami is a circle. They don't tell you that Miami is a circle. I guess that's why this dolphin is in a circle. Because Miami is just one big ass circle. But nevertheless, we get down to Ocean Drive. And like any big city, parking is a fucking issue. I'm trying to find somewhere to park that's cheap. Because you got to pay to park everywhere. And this is why I'm saying, this is where we get to the point where don't get a rental car if you go out of town. Especially if you want to drink and stuff like that. So, we find a spot. We pay for a spot. Now we checking out Ocean Drive. Shout is to the left. Shout is to the doggone right. women in Miami are fine, boy. But the only thing is, you can't tell what's fake and what's not. You can't tell who's had work done and who hasn't. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. When we going down Ocean Drive, we hitting up the little local stores, trying to find local shirts and memorabilia that we could buy. I bought something for my daughter. I don't think I got anything for myself. She wanted something, so I got her a shirt. I don't think I got anything for myself. From the little local stores around Ocean Drive. So we walking up the street, and Miami is beautiful. This, like, you only see when you come from where I come from, which is a small town in Louisiana. When you see luxury cars and big condos and things like that, you only see that in TV shows and movies. It isn't until you experience a place like that, and Miami is its own place. It isn't until you experience a place like that where you realize just how broke the fuck you are. Because I'm sitting here thinking I'm doing something driving a 2020 Chevy Malibu. I mean, it's a 2020. And then I get on Ocean Drive, and motherfuckers got drop top Benzes, Lamborghinis, G-Wagons, Porsches, Corvettes. And I'm just like, did I walk on the set of Fast and Furious? South Beach? What the hell is this? I was befuddled to be in such an entity such as Miami. Like, I felt like a fish out of water. Little fish in a big pond. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, we on Ocean Drive, we just walking around, trying to waste the time because we planning on going to the mall. We wanted to do something else after that. I think that she was trying to take me to the Sugar Factory. We were trying to figure out what club we was going to. But like I said, keep in mind, $400 I came with. Down to $300 because of that hold at the hotel. I bought a few things. I bought a few things for my kid. I put gas in there in the car. I bought food. I'm down to $200. By Saturday night, I'm down to $200. This bitch still got 2 stacks. Well, no, not 2 stacks, but a stack and a half. But I got $200. So I'm trying to manage because I'm not the person to ask for money. I'm not gonna ask you to spend money on me, of course. So I'm just like, I'm trying to manage $200. I'm trying to look like a G with $200. So I get tired of Ocean Drive. We just walking around. I done bought what I'm gonna buy. I done seen what I'm gonna see. We ain't going to the beach, so let's go to the mall. We go to the mall. We try to find something from the mall to possibly go to the club later tonight. So this is the part where my best friend abandons me. Now, she doesn't look at it as her abandoning me, but she abandoned me. I'm gonna tell you how she did it. So at this point, we get back to the rental car, wherever I parked it. I have to pee really bad. Fellas, you ever had that pee to where the only thing stopping it is you just holding yourself and you just doing all kind of... It was that. So, I couldn't hold it. But where we were, I don't think I was around... I'm not even going to say I wasn't around the bathroom, but it was so... The traffic. We were in traffic trying to get in and out. I didn't know where the closest bathroom was, and I really had to go. So I felt like we wasn't going to make it anywhere in time. I was going to end up peeing on myself in the rental car. And I was like, I wasn't going to have that. So what happened was I got out of the car. And the way Miami's set up, there's alleyways. There's alleys in Miami. So she was supposed to wait for me to go to one of these alleys. I was going to find a little spot, which not too many closed off spots. Everything is in the free to open. But I was going to find me somewhere I was going to pee on the side of a building, on the side of an apartment, whatever. So Miami police, of course, is managing traffic. She's in it. So she couldn't sit there and wait for me. The Miami PD told her to move. Now, if you're a real fucking friend, you don't give a fuck what Miami PD say. You sit your ass right there and you wait for a nigga to pee and come back. But no, this bitch took off. She took off. She took off. And I see her take off. And she see me see her take off. I'm like, the fuck you going? At this point, I still haven't peed. But I'm like, I have to pee so bad, I can't think about where she's going. So I just I'm maneuvering through the alleys. I'm not finding nowhere private where I can take my, look, I'm slanging around it. I have nowhere to take the meat pistol out. So I didn't cut through so many alleys. I finally got to one alley where I felt like I was safe. It was still in the open, but nobody was around. That was the biggest thing, finding an alley where nobody was in. So I found a spot, and I pee. And at this point, I'm worried. I'm worried about indecent exposure. Hell, at this point, I'm worried about causing a solar eclipse. Anywho, I pee. And now, I call her. I say, look, I didn't have an iPhone at the time, so with no pinning locations or nothing like that. We had to map each other. We had to map to each other. So I call her. I say, look, I'm in an alley. I'm trying to find the closest street sign so she know what street to come to. I say, I'm in the alley next to such and such street. Swing by and pick me up. She say, all right, I'm still going around in traffic because police is still moving traffic. I haven't found anywhere where I can turn around and come get you. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But the motherfucker was taking too fucking long. Like, I'm in Miami. I'm looking real suspect. I don't know what could happen to me. I don't know these alleyways. It's weird shit. So I'm waiting. 10 minutes go by. And then think about it, it's hot. The sun beaming on me. 10 minutes go by. She's not here. 15 minutes go by. She's not here. 20 minutes go by. She's not here. 25 minutes go by. She ain't here. By minute 30, this is what happened. True story. I ain't never told nobody this. I ain't even tell her this. I'm in the alley. You know it's some weirdos. So I'm in the alley, right? I don't know what the fuck I was looking like that day. I thought I was looking good, but I did have my legs out. So this weird guy come out of nowhere from around the corner from one of the other alleys. He walked by me, right? He look at me. I got the legs out, like I said. This motherfucker gonna ask me how much I charge. Sir, these cheeks are not for sale. He gonna look at me. He gonna say, well, what about that mouth? Sir, I don't even eat sausage like that. I am a vegetarian. This man gonna say, that's too damn bad. You sure do got a pretty ass mouth. Sir, if you don't get your freaky ass away from me, I call him. Get your freaky ass away from me. He take off. Now at this point, I feel violated. Like I said, legs out, cheese out. I call this motherfucker, hey, where you at? They almost got me out here. I almost became a whole prostitute out here. Hurry up. She's like, boy, ain't nobody gonna make you a prostitute. Nobody want you. Bitch, they do. My legs out. Come get me. So she finally swing around after about 35, 40 minutes to come pick me up. I get in the car. I'm pissed. Motherfucker just trying to get my ass. Ask me how much I charge. What do I look like to you? I say, what the fuck took you so long? It was so much traffic. I had to make about 10 circles. I didn't know where you would. Just don't take off like that. You abandoned me. I don't know where you went in this car. You probably want to go see a nigga. I ain't gonna see no nigga. I don't even know nobody out here. You found somebody. You probably found that nigga on Grindr, Bumble, Black People Meet, Christian Meet, Singles. I don't fucking know. I know you found somebody. You frolicking in this damn rental car. Let's take this shit back to the hotel. I'm ready to go back to the hotel. So we go back to the hotel. At this point, I have been verbally violated. I've been verbally raped at this point on South Beach, on Ocean Drive. I need a moment. I need a moment to gather my thoughts. Because now I'm like, damn, I did have the legs out. He probably saw when I was slinging the meat pistol to pee. That's crazy work. There's some freaky ass shit in Miami that I wasn't ready for. This some Diddy shit. And I'm not Diddy. No Diddy. So anyway, I gather myself. I forgive her, even though she didn't apologize. I forgive her for abandoning me in an alleyway and running off with my rental car to maybe slaying some ass herself. But that's nevertheless. I'm ready to go to the mall at this point. I got $200. $200. I'm going to buy me some Louis Vuitton for $100. I just know it. Some Louis slides. Something. I'm going to get me something. So we left the rental car because I wasn't driving no more. We not having that incident again. So we Uber. Matter of fact, we Lyft. Shout out to Lyft. We Lyft to the mall. We get to the mall. Beautiful mall. I'm in awe. It makes my mall look like a fucking closet. And it wasn't even a mall in Miami. I forgot exactly which city it was, but it was still a beautiful mall. So we walking through the mall. They got a Ferrari store in the mall. There's a Ferrari in the mall. I've never even seen a Ferrari on the street. They got one in the mall. I took a picture in front of that motherfucker. I said, look, I'm coming. Next time I come back to Miami, I'm getting this Ferrari. Ooh. But we walking through the mall. And also, this is how I know I'm from a small town too. In our mall, ain't nothing over $100. Nothing. The starting price at the cheapest store in that mall was $200. Well, damn. I only got $200 left. What the fuck I'm gonna do? This bitch still got $1,500. So she decides she's going to Tory and Burch. This motherfucker looking at $300-$400 purses and $100 slides. I say, you gonna buy this purse for $300-$400? This purse right here? Yes, it's a Tory and Burch. I don't know who Tory or Burch is. Bitch, we can go to Walmart and get this same bag without the T and the B on it for $30. If you want T and B on it, get a plain black bag, and I have somebody stitch a T and a B on it for you. Why the fuck would you spend $300? But her money. She got her little Tory and Burch, and she was so proud of it. She stood in front of the Tory and Burch store with the little pigeon toe pose, looking like a damn bird, and took her little picture with her little expensive little handbag. And I'm like, well, damn, you stunting on me on my birthday. Let me go get me some. $200. So I'm going store to store. I'm like, yeah, let me see what that was it, man. $700. Okay, next store, let me go over here. What is it right there? $1,000. Okay. Next store, finally walk into a store, right? Walk into a store, I say, well, damn. Fuck it, I ain't gonna have no club clothes, because y'all club clothes is just crazy. But at least let me get some accessories. Let me get some jewelry or something. So I walk into a store, I see a nice watch that I like. Right here. Aldo. That's what I got. I got me one watch. This Aldo. And that was it. That was all I bought. This watch. I was supposed to be getting some of the club, some clothes, but I got $200. I put together a shirt and some pants from every store. Damn near $200. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $200 on a shirt and some pants when I still got another day in Miami. So I said, let me just get this watch. I'm gonna rock with whatever I brought in my fucking bag. I'm gonna rock whatever I brought, because I can make anything look good. Now, that's not smart, because clubs do have dress codes. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna meet the dress codes, but I was pretty sure I had something that was cool for the club. So I wouldn't worry about it. But while we're in the mall, we go to the Cheesecake Factory. Now, this is my first time at the Cheesecake Factory. It was scrumptious. So good. Love the Cheesecake Factory. Excuse me. And for all the women who say that they wouldn't want a first date to be at the Cheesecake Factory, you need to change your standards, because there's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. That's a fine place to go for a first date. And fellas, don't let any woman tell you that's not a good first date. Cheesecake Factory is a great first date. great food, great service. You're gonna love it. If she don't want to go, she ain't worth it anyway. That's a Applebee's bitch. Take that bitch to Applebee's. Shout out to Applebee's. I'm sponsor me. Sorry. Cheesecake Factory. We done with that. So now we done with the mall. Now it's like, what do we do now? It's Saturday. We gotta hit the club, right? We gotta do something. So we just need to go back to the hotel to reconvene. What we gonna do? We go back to the hotel. Now, this is where I get in the mood. In a mood, not the mood, but a mood. I'm starting to feel down because I'm under $200, and I'm looking at, okay, well, you got to pay to get into the club. May want to buy a drink that costs money, even if I don't. I'm still thinking about all the things I would want to do that I don't have the money for. I don't want to ask her to spend her money, even though it's my birthday and I know she would have. I don't want to be that dude. So I get in my mood, I'm feeling down. She can sense that. My best friend. She knows when something's down. But you know me, man, I'm alright, I'm fine, I'm cool, ain't nothing wrong with me. Right. So she feeding off that vibe. I'm being negative. I'm not really giving her much feedback. I'm not really being communicative. I'm being kind of combative. She decides that she was going to do homework. She was in school at this time. She's doing homework. And so I'm pouting. I admit that. I'm pouting. I'm in the corner. I'm pouting. She over there doing homework, not giving a damn about me. And she got the nerve. She going to text my sister. Girl, he in the corner over there pouting. I don't know what's wrong with him. You goddamn right I'm in the corner over there. Don't be telling my sister what's going on with me. You goddamn right I'm pouting. I'm not receiving the attention I feel like I deserve. I'm not feeling the love I feel like I deserve. Because at the same time, this is when she had a little situation too. So I felt like all she was thinking about was him. I felt like all she was doing was passing the time with me until she can get back to him. So I was kind of feeding off that. I was like, man, you doing homework. You worried about this nigga. I've got less than $200 to my name in Miami on a Saturday. I don't want to be here no more. I'm ready to go back home. I ain't gonna lie, I probably pouted for like 2 hours. If the sun was up, then the sun was down by the time I was done. She's like, you done pouting? You ready to do something? And at this point, it's like, yeah, but now I don't even want to go to the club. I don't have an outfit that I want. My mood is ruined. I don't even want to go nowhere. She's like, no, we're in Miami. We spent too much money to be out here. We're going to do something. So our hotel had a restaurant at the top, on the top floor. So she was like, okay, well, we're not going to go out. We're at least going to eat. We're going to go upstairs and we're going to eat. So we go upstairs. We eat. We go upstairs. Our bartender, cool as hell. Nice white lady, middle age. Looked like she just bartending for fun, like she don't even need to be there, but she like doing it. So she served me a drink for my birthday weekend. It was a good drink. We had some food. I had a burger. Oh my God. Burger. Big, thick, juicy, and delicious. Just how I like my buns on women. Had a good time. Had a decent conversation. The view was beautiful. It was like a view of the city from where we was. It was beautiful. We had a nice conversation. And we basically trying to go over the game plan of what we're going to do on Sunday. Because at this point, my mood, even though I was happy because the food was good, my mood was still like, I'm in Miami. I got less than $200 to my name. I'm a person that when things go wrong, I get down. It's hard. I'm such a person, and this is a flaw in I'm such a person that when I plan something, I want it to go a certain way, and if it don't go that way, I get into a funk. It's hard to bring me out that funk. And I apologize for that happening, because that's what happened, because Friday night, we didn't go out, so to do Top Golf. Saturday night, I'm ready to go back to the room and go to sleep. And I know that's not what she wanted to do, but because, and this is what I will appreciate about her, though. When you go on somebody else's trip for their birthday, it is about them. No matter what you feel like you want to do or what you could be doing and you could go do without them, if your person, this is how I feel. If the person whose birthday it is not having a good time, that don't give you the green light to go have a good time without them. I'm sorry. It's not about you. Because You could have went to, you can go somewhere, you can go out of town any other weekend. When you took this trip, this was about my happiness. And if I'm not happy, fuck is you being happy in front of me? Don't do that. I'm sorry. Selfish? I don't care. It is what it is. That's how I feel. And that's basically what it is. She could have easily took a lift back to downtown, wherever she wanted to go. She could have did something without me. She did. Say, look, I'm here for you. And so whatever you want to do, I'm here. And I get it. It's money, you spend money coming out here. You want anybody to feel like they waste no money, but that's that's the risk you take. If I go somewhere and it's somebody else's birthday, I have to factor in that this motherfucker might get into a mood and might not want to do shit. But because it's their birthday, hey, I'm gonna rock out with you. It's whatever you want to do. It's not about me. It's about you. I'm gonna at least try to make you happy. That's how I feel. I'm not going on nobody's birthday trip without being fully committed to them and how they feel. Because I could easily go somewhere by myself and it's all about me. I ain't got to worry about nobody else. But if I specifically come on a trip for somebody else, it's about that person. It's not about me. And I understand that. And she understood that, and I appreciate that. So we go back to the room and call it a night. Saturday night in Miami. Didn't even go to the club. At this point, I feel bad because I feel like I've robbed her of an experience. So I'm like, okay, what we did have planned for sure was a food tour on Sunday. So I was like, okay, we're going to, this is our last day because we fly back out on Monday. This is our last day. So I'm like, okay, Sunday, we're finally going to go to the beach. We're going to do a food tour. We're going to have a nice, beautiful, relaxing day. I owe you that. So woke up positive. We took an Uber down to the beach. We walked the ocean front. We sat down at a little breakfast spot. I can't remember what the place is called, and I hate this. I can't remember what it's called. But they served the best French toast I've ever had in my life. And I had a mimosa. It's my first time having a mimosa. So I'm feeling like, I feel like first time I'm in Miami, feeling like I'm truly in paradise. I'm on the beach, the breeze, the wind is blowing. I had a mimosa, I had some French toast. I feel good. We go down to the beach. This is shout out to my best friend. She was that thing was thinging, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Don't read into that. My best friend is an attractive young lady. She had this red bikini, 2-piece on, everything was out. She was looking good for the beach, for everybody else. I just want to acknowledge that because, she's self-conscious. I needed to know. You was on point that weekend, that day. Went down to the beach, set up our towels, played around in the water, the ocean. The ocean is cold. It's so beautiful on TV, and you see motherfuckers swimming in it and surfing in it. That motherfucker, I did one toe in the water, and I was like, well, damn. Who the fuck turned the water below zero? That shit is cold. That's what they don't tell you. The ocean is cold. So I wasn't trying to swim. I got in there just to say I was in the ocean, but as soon as I got out, I was shaking like a stripper. I was shaking like a salt shaker, I had to, and then the wind, the breeze is blowing from the ocean, so it's hard to warm up. So I'm just sitting there. Everything on me has shrunk. Everything. And she's just around the beach frolicking. Ass all out, looking like she in a damn music video for DJ Khaled. Another one. But she was having a good time, and I owed her that. I really did. We had a beautiful time at the beach. It was getting close to time for our food tour, so we had to wrap that shit up. We wrapped it up. Caught the Uber, Lyft, whatever, to the little pickup spot for our food tour. And this is probably the best part of the trip. We go to Little Havana, which is a predominantly Hispanic, Dominican, Latina area for the food tour. So There's other people in town visiting just like us, and there's this couple. When you say, this is what people got to stop doing. They got to stop doing this to Louisiana people. When we introduce ourselves and say we're from Louisiana, people have to stop automatically assuming everybody from Louisiana is from New Orleans. We are not. As soon as they say we're from Louisiana, oh, you're from New Orleans? I just came from New Orleans. It was Mardi Gras. Oh my God, that's my favorite city in the world. I love New Orleans, man. New Orleans. And me, every time I go to town, that's what people think. And then I just play into it. Like, yeah, baby, you know, New Orleans. You know, it's a New Orleans thing. You know what I'm saying? We got everything. We got food. We got beignets. You know what I'm saying? We got beads. We got voodoo. The Saints. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I had to lie. We got it all down New Orleans, baby. And I'm just like, what? Like, New Orleans? No. But they don't know that. I play into it. I play character. If you think I'm from New Orleans, I'm going to give you New Orleans. So that's what I gave them. We taking our little tour. We stopping at different. We doing scenery stuff right now before we even get to the real food and stuff. We doing scenery stuff. But now we about to get to the food part. But before we get to the food part, of course, she got to have a drink. So she finds this place that sells mojitos. And the way they do them mojitos, there's smoke coming out the drink. And at this point, I didn't know whether it was a mojito or a fajito, because the way that thing was sizzling, that's some shit I see at Chili's. I was unfamiliar with the mojito game. So she get this smoking mojito, and I tried. Disgusting. I do not like mojitos. It did not taste as good as it looked. I'm gonna say that. But like, hey, fuck it. We in Miami. We gonna try everything once, except cocaine. Maybe a little cocaine with a slight pinch of baby oil. But now we doing our little food stops. We trying different desserts. We trying different foods. Most of it was good. Some of it was questionable, but most of it was good. We stopped at a couple spots, pretty good. Stopped at this ice cream joint. The ice cream was phenomenal. We did the food tour, and we had a great time with what we tried, what we ate, what we drank. It was good. To the point where it was like, okay, yeah, we got to do this again. Or wherever we go in the world, got to do a food tour. I recommend a food tour. She loved it. I loved it. We'll do it again. Beautiful. Food tour is over. There's the spot in Little Havana. They got like this little Walk of Fame type looking thing, kind of like a little Walk of Fame that LA got. There was this bird man, and you pay him money. He had 2 parrots. You could pay him money to let him put his parrots on you. So she paid this man to let me hold his parrots on my arm. So I got both the parrots on my arm. And you know parrots can talk. So I'm looking at both parrots. And there was one in particular that was this white one. And I felt like it was racist. So I'm not a big component of birds or things with sharp claws that can fly being so close to my face. But she already paid for this, so this is what I'm doing. So I got a red bird, I got a white bird. And I'm looking at the birds. I'm making sure some shit don't pop off, because if some shit pop off, I gotta shank one of these bitches. So I'm being very cautious. And I know they can talk. And I feel like they was talking shit on the low. I feel like the white bird was whispering some shit in my ear. I feel like he was talking shit. I feel like he was saying, oh, he smells like he's from Louisiana. Oh, he smell like Hurricane Katrina. Oh, he smell dirty. He's not from here. Oh, smell like a broke ass nigga. Hey, your bird talking shit. You better get him. You better get the bird. I'm about to turn him into stew. You better get this damn bird. He about to be hibachi in this bitch. He talking shit. It's racist. So he got the birds. And I was like, oh no. I told best friend that bird was talking shit. You couldn't hear him because he was whispering. Then they called me a broke, dirty ass nigga from Louisiana and it smelled like Hurricane Katrina. You ain't hear that? Alright, you know what? That bird's racist. I'm out of here. We leave Little Havana. It's late in the evening at this point. It's getting close to nighttime. We had such a blast. We don't want to do nothing else. We just going to go back to the hotel when we just want to chill. We just want to say fuck it. So that's what we do. Go back to the hotel. Enjoy the rest of the night. We're going our separate ways the next morning. She's going back. Well, she's already in Florida. She's going back to where she was. I'm going back to Louisiana. Didn't know when I was going to see her in person again. I'm happy that she came with me, even though she abandoned me. She paid for a racist bird to hurl insults at me. She did homework for 2 hours without acknowledging me. She complained that I was to my sister that I was pouting. She fucked over me. We just gonna be honest about it. She fucked over me, but she did it respectfully, so I could respect it. So things did not go as planned in Miami, but those are the best trips. I had a lot of fun. I had ups and downs, but I had fun. And it was only fun because it was with my best friend. So shout out to best friend for coming to Miami with me and being the best, worst guide in Miami that I could have had. Truly enjoyed it while not enjoying it at the same time. I don't know how you managed to make that happen, but you did. Yeah. We went our separate ways. I came back to Louisiana. She went back to where she was, and I got my $100 back extra from that room. So I walked in Miami with $400. I left with. I had got down to $1, but I got that other one back. So I walked in with $4, walked out with $2. Only spent $200 total in Miami. That's how you budget in Miami, people. You ain't got to go to Miami and drop a bag. I just proved it. You can go to Miami and only spend $200 and still have a good time. I did that. It was a debacle, but it was a fun one. I'd do it again. Best friend, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Whenever you're ready, let's run it back. I mean, not right now because they got to recover down there in Florida, but going forward in the future, let's run it back. This has just been one story of 3 because I took 2 other birthday trips after this one. But I wanted to give you Miami first because this is where it started. I repped the 305. Miami Dolphins, baby. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Don't Start Your Shit. I tried my best not to start my shit, even though I had a few shit starting moments throughout this tale. I'm pretty sure best friend has a different description of how this little trip went. When I get her back on here next time, we'll have her clarify things and tell us her side of the story, even though it'll be a bunch of lies and a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling you right now because she's a liar. She's a compulsive liar. And I tell the truth because black men don't lie or cheat. But that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you for the people who are returning. Thank you for the new people who are just tuning in. Hope you return back for the next video. Like, comment, and fucking subscribe. Please. I am suffering. I need you. I'm on welfare. Help me. This is me signing off. Don't start your shit. Won't be no shit. You already know what time it is, baby. I'm out.
It's my best friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Fucking nook.
All right, here she goes. That is a terrible backswing. Come on. Hit that ball. Not bad, not bad.
I didn't know if it's my fault.
There we go. 80 full yards, baby. That's 4 points.
My best friend is sick of me, y'all. Cause I'm trying to make him drink. I'm so happy now. I needed this.
I caught you in the middle.
If you freaking post that, my eyelash look crazy.
Yo, I.
Are you doing a video? Oh. Hey. Okay. Yay. Look, I couldn't even pick it up. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Look, best friend. So happy with his sprinkles. He ain't got time for that. It's so good. It's the best. Oh yeah, I got it on camera. Ah. Oh. He in heaven. He's so funny, you guys. He's scared. Look, he chilling. Or she.
Yes,
both he's?
We're having a conversation right here.
You're having a conversation? He's
Yes.
beautiful. You're beautiful too. Look, he's cleaning himself. Look.
You okay over
Look
there?
at you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, get him.
Look, you talking about get him. I had to take off my cover up top because it's all wet. But look at my drink. And look at this motherfucker drink. Look, just look. What is it gonna let me turn around? Look at this shit. Alcoholics me, please. Just bring me the alcoholics.
Good. South Beach.
All right, it's a video.